Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. We're finally into Hobbs's workshop and the portfolio that we need to get our hands on is right here. But unexpectedly we've run into Lady Piermont and George is now probably scarred for the rest of his life, so let's talk to her.
Lady Piermont.
Oh, George, be a darling and sort the heating out in here.
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, okay, yeah, so we're going to have to try and do that. Because last time we tried to do that, he stopped us, right? So...
Wary of any more life-changing surprises, I decided against exploring behind the screen.
Probably for the best, yeah.
So how are we going to get a peek inside that folder?
Perhaps your lady friend over there could help.
Maybe.
Lady Piermont? Well, she has many, assets, but subtlety isn't one of them.
Yeah, that
Who
is true.
said anything about subtlety? We need to distract Hobbs, and she's certainly distracting. No, excuse me, but you're casting a shadow.
Nico seems to be enjoying this, I think.
George, sweetheart, could you do something about the heating in this place?
Right, okay, so we've got to sort out the heating before we can do anything else, right? I doubt we can go out there. Let's just see. Will he let us touch the thermostat? Last time he didn't. Oh, it's loud.
Hey! I've told you, don't mess with that thermostat.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
Right, so can we
Lady
do...
Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh,
Crumbs.
maybe that was all we needed to do then.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then. But
Yay.
be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
Right, well. Ah,
I turned the thermostat up as far as it would go.
he's drunk all that now.
I wondered if the suspicious wiring could be used to my advantage.
So it looks like whenever the lights flicker, he drinks. So can we top that up, make the lights flicker, and get him drunk or something?
How about another whiskey?
Don't mind if I do.
Okay. Okay, fine. Let's see what will happen if we speak with Lady Piermont now.
A word, if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Well, you can talk about Hobbs, I guess.
How did you come to be working with Mr. Hobbs?
Wheresoever a bohemian needs a helping hand, George, mine is always at the ready. And what better way to help than to expose one's flesh to the sensuous brushstrokes of such a talent?
Well, there's that.
Do you know anything about a stolen painting called La Maledicción?
Oh, is this another of your adventures, George? How delicious. Shh. My heart's a tremor, George. Do you think Wilf is mixed up with this?
Maybe, but I need you to act normally until we're sure.
Mum's the word, Georgie.
How about the portfolio?
Keep a secret, Lady Piermont.
I am the very soul of discretion, as you know.
You see that portfolio by Hobbs's table? We need to take a peek inside.
Be still, my beating heart. Just give me the nod and I'm putty in your hands.
Okay, so
So what have you been up to since our last encounter, Lady Piermont?
Charity work, dear boy.
Oh, any particular kind?
Young men, George. So many have lost their way. I try to guide them best I can.
Okay, fine. Well,
That's all for now.
that's all for now. Fine. Can we do anything with this to make the lights flicker?
I'd better not touch the thermostat again.
Alright, maybe we can just mess around with the fuse box.
I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring.
No, okay. No, we can't. Fine. Let's talk to Hobbs then.
Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs.
Oh, what do you want? You're supposed to be sprawled naked on that rug with the family jewels out.
Yeah, well, about that. Could I just ask you a couple of questions first?
Blow me. A model who's shy and chatty. It must be my birthday.
Okay. Let's ask about the painting.
I hear you did the restoration of that painting that got stolen recently in Paris.
I might have. It's a fine piece. You can smell the pain in every brushstroke.
Medovsky.
Do you know a Russian called Medovsky?
You know Medovsky?
Everyone in the London art scene knows Medovsky.
And everyone in the London art scene who likes their kneecaps knows when to keep their trap shut.
Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs.
See if there's anything more we can ask.
What now?
Let's ask about Lady Piermont.
How long have you been using Lady Piermont as a model?
Using her? I can't get rid of her.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, about this naked sprawling...
Oh, what's up? Afraid of the shrinking effects of a cold warehouse?
No, it's just...
First time? Little embarrassed? Well, if it helps, we can all get naked.
I don't think that would help.
No, definitely not.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Let the monkey see the nuts.
We had a saying in the Stobart family. If a job's worth doing, then do it with your pants on.
Yeah, I agree with that at the moment. So I'm finished painting.
But I thought you were a restorer. But you're working on this painting from scratch.
Well, yeah. Look, some clients want a painting that they don't own, restored from scratch, if you know what I mean.
Right, I see.
No.
Come on,
I don't.
George. It's fairly
Don't
obvious.
worry, sunshine. Ignorance is bliss.
I'll let you get back to your painting.
You're too kind.
So we need the lights to flicker, right? So he won't do that and he won't do that. So can we just like turn everything on and cause the lights to flicker? Let's see. Is that going to do anything?
I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again. I turned the volume up a few notches.
Okay, so we can do that. Okay, so that's not really done too much. I mean, I guess we could like press the buttons. Just like literally do everything possible to make the electricity be on. Oh yeah, there we go. It's flickering.
Oh, you! Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
Blowing the power would certainly have distracted Hobbs.
Okay.
But the elevator alone wasn't going to trip the whole system.
Ah, right. So we're going to need to do something else other than just the elevator.
Oh, you! Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
The elevator on its own wasn't going to blow the power.
Okay. So can we like sabotage the fuse box or anything?
That was never going to happen.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you. Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
Okay, fine.
The elevator on its own wasn't going to blow the power.
Let's see if we can do anything else. Can we, like, do anything with the lift?
A variety of liquor bottles, all empty.
No. Alright, well, let's see if Lady Piermont can help us just distract him then, I guess.
A word, if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
We can ask about the lift.
Lady Piermont, we need your help.
How thrilling! What do you need? Subterfuge? Pleasure to name?
Actually, I just need you to step on that lift behind you.
Oh, but of course. Is this good, George darling?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, just stay right there.
Alright, so maybe like the strain of somebody being in the lift and operating it is gonna use like more electricity, I guess. He really doesn't seem bothered we're doing all this though. Oh yeah, there we
Not
go.
again.
She's stuck as well. Oh, look, he's Oh, okay. Oh, and now he's drunk more of the drink. Oh, he's drunk now. Okay. Can we press this again? Maybe we've just got to make him drink enough until he, like, passes out or something. Can we...
Now is my chance.
Okay. I mean, I guess... Oh, he's, like, staying on there because he's drunk. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to look through this.
It was one of Hobbs' sketches. More of Hobbs' sketches. The model looked familiar.
I'm thinking Hobbs is the guy who did all the paintings in Henri's apartment.
Impressionist sketches. Well, it wasn't La Malediccio, but it did appear to be a study for an element of the painting, the Ouroboros.
Ah.
There was something different about the image in the center. I figured the sketch might come in handy, so I took it.
So...
What the heck are you doing with those? They're private
Oh,
papers.
sorry.
Huh?
Well, that was fun. Just like when you were a private dick, George.
So, you're not models?
No, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, you can't be a copper. You're not stupid enough. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of La Malediccio.
I told you I just restored it. That's what I do. Restore paintings.
And these sketches?
Studies done during the restoration. Nothing more. I've got naught to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
So he does know him. Okay, let's ask.
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. The Lézard Bleu was on the rope, so I got the painting into his exhibition.
Ah.
Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
Okay. Should we go... I feel like maybe the hard approach here would be better, honestly, but... Yeah.
But something did happen, Hobbs. Your friend lost his life.
Look, I'll help you however I can, but this mess is way above my pay grade. What do you want to know?
Everything?
How come you needed to make so many sketches of the painting to restore it?
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The Serp is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext. A lot of symbols.
Okay.
Why would anyone want to steal La Maledizione? It's not exactly a famous painting.
True, but there is something special about it that's hard to describe. There's conviction in every brushstroke. Whoever El Serp was, he had a tale to tell. The symbolism is deeply religious.
We have reason to believe that Medovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Maledizione.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
We have strong evidence that Medovsky is not the real owner.
He'll have a hard time proving that. Medovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting. It traces its legitimate ownership all the way back to the painter.
Why didn't Medovsky mention them?
Because they're not with him. Henri's got them. Or had them.
And Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
Lane?
Lane, yeah, Lane.
Huh.
Look, pal, you're wasting your time looking for conspiracies here. And you're wasting my time if you're not actually going to get naked. Go get the provenance from Lane, and everything will turn out hunky-dory.
Lane again.
But it also puts Marquez's story into
A
question.
little bit, yeah.
Not my problem, darling. Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
And we have a critic to interrogate.
Quite the development.
Someone's lying, but who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi?
Short flight later. So I guess we're going back to Paris then. We are indeed. So we can go to Nico's apartment, Bijou's apartment, Vera Security, or the gallery. I mean, should we go to the gallery? Speak to Lane, I guess.
Here I was again at the crime scene. Inside the gallery, I could see lots of activity. Now they preparing for the reconstruction, no doubt.
Yeah. Alright then guys, well, I'll tell you what, we're out of time for this one, but it's all hotting up nicely, isn't it? So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadin, and Paul Leone. And I'll see you next time.